Who do you build the team around? I mean, Pogba, we haven't mentioned his name once here today.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's a big talent. I think Mourinho tried to get through to him about what it takes to make a proper player, not just about the talent. I think I just tried to say to Ollie, I don't know whether he was that happy about what I was saying about his players at the moment, but that's just me watching and seeing, remembering how the good players were when I played with them in midfield. You know, the likes of Scholes, Keane, so efficient that they just did the job. No flashness about them. They just did it, got on with it, on to the next bit. No taking the mickey out of opponents. It was just get on, do it, next one. Come
Business.
on and grind it down. Business as usual. I don't think Pogba's got that in his makeup as yet. He wants to show how good he is. You don't have to keep showing how good you are every game by holding people off. Just get it, pass it, move it, get round them, and you're gone. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself coming unstuck when you play against the better players. And that's why, for me, Tottenham had so many chances today that he was giving too many chances out.
Yeah. It's just that he's almost the antithesis of you, because you just said a few minutes ago you don't like social media. You want nothing to do with it. Pogba is Mr. Social Media. He has his own emojis.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no, well, listen, again, all the talent in the world, but I don't think he's one of them players you can build your team around, because I don't think you'll ever really get through to him. If Mourinho couldn't get through to him, I don't think there's a manager out there. I think you have to sort of not build your team around him, but give him the license within your team to do what he can do, because he is, you know, he can win your games. He is, but yeah, if they could get the team structure right, but he's got to fit into that team structure as well. But if they can get it right where he can go forward and express himself, you know, you've got a hell of a player.
Well, I'm going to throw that word again, which I've used several times today. Where's the balance between trying to put one of your most expensive signings into the side and making sure your team is a cohesive unit that plays attractive football, that gets the points and wins trophies and cups in glory?
Well, that's the beauty of management. That's what they're all trying to do. You know, if Mourinho would have stayed, I reckon he would have probably got him out, because Mourinho wanted a very structured team, and he wanted them all to do their job, and they wanted them all to know each other's jobs as well. And Pogba just obviously wouldn't do it.
Well, okay, 99. Would someone like Pogba have fitted into your squad? His character, his demeanour, the way he likes to play?
Yeah, I think he would, because he's a very talented player. But he would have been brought down to earth at the right times when he not stepped out of line, because you're not stepping out of line, you're just not doing the right things at the right times. And that was what made our team so good, because they all did the right things at the right times. And it's, you know, you kind of might look at me as if say, well, I don't understand that, but there's a lot of players that do the wrong things consistently. You have to do the right things at the right time for you to be part of a team. Otherwise, the team does it. It's like a cog of a motor. You know, if something's doing something wrong, the whole cog doesn't work. And that's exactly how I would explain it to Pogba. That, you know, you expect to pass as it moves from one to the next to the next. You're running onto it thinking that he's going to pass it, and he wants to show how good he is, and takes an extra touch, and then an extra touch, and then shields it, and then gives it to you, and everything else is stopped in the process. And that's the understanding of what makes a team player rather than an individual.
How would you have put him in his place, as you put it just now?
I think he would just have been told
By the senior
pass the
members?
ball. Why are you trying to do that? Pass the ball. Stop showing how good you are. We're playing as a team. Pass the ball. And then the more you keep on to someone, the more you keep telling them, you hope that the penny drops. There's always times to do that little bit of flashness to get you out of a problem on the football pitch, but not every time you get it.
Yeah, no, agreed. Yeah, he just, again, it's like I said, there's always in football, there's always the right thing or the wrong thing, and ex-players can see it a lot, you know. And like today, when he just did that little thing and then he'd give it away, and it was like, what's he doing? You know, then the Tottenham were on them, you know, and it was just not needed at all. You know, but I suppose that's what you get with him if you're gonna have him. You know, he can do, because he can do things like the pass he hit to Rashford for the goal. Well,
I guess if you want to sell the shirts with Pogba in the back, it's part and parcel of the package. But